Hello everyone. Imagine it's 2 a.m. and your production application is down. Our Kubernetes pod is failing. What do we usually do? We run kubectl get pods, logs, describe pods, get events, and plenty of other commands. And after we execute this, once it gives us the output, we spend more or less 30 minutes trying to figure out what happened. But what if we had an AI SRE agent that did all of this automatically? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I built an AI-powered Kubernetes investigation agent using Python, Kubernetes, and a local LLM which is running through Ollama. What AI will do? The AI will detect failing pods, it will read logs, also it will collect Kubernetes evidences. After it collects those evidences, it starts analyzing the reason behind failure and will generate a report also. So let's build it and let's see how it looks like. So now the first thing which you can see, I do have the code which is present, and the code is I have pushed all these code to our GitHub repository. So everything you can find in GitHub repository. Like I said in our previous episodes also, you can just fork this repository and try to execute the command which I'm executing, which I'm going to execute in a demo also, and see and try to replicate it and see how, if it behaves quite the same thing for you or not. In case if it doesn't, then just put in the comment about the errors, about the failures which you're seeing. I'll try to resolve that for you. So now the more important thing which you need to understand is everything runs locally. No open AI API, no cloud service, no subscription. Just you need to have Kubernetes cluster, which is created by using kind, Python, Ollama should be configured, and Mistral will be the LLM. So first thing first, let's understand the flow. The flow is quite simple. I try to keep it simple to begin with. As the series proceeds, as I'll keep adding more and more of similar sort of use cases, I'll make some complex type of architecture also. But as of now, I'm keeping it simple. So what happens? User SRE or DevOps agent, what they are doing, they are going to call AI SRE troubleshooting agent. What this troubleshooting agent will do, this in turn will execute kubectl logs, events, different type of kubectl commands. What we saw in our episode 3, in episode 3 we saw that this the AI is just giving us the prompt, the messages, and saying that okay fine, in order to investigate further you have to execute these commands. But in this episode, AI will execute these commands for us, will analyze the output of those commands, and will give us a better resolution. No jargons. It will have some good information for us. Now, once the information is fetched, once these kubectl command output is fetched, this agent will pass these informations to LLM. Now we are using Ollama and along with that Mistral as the LLM, which is going to analyze the output. And after that, it will give us the root cause, RCA, and also it is going to give us some fixed recommendations also. So this is what we'll see. Well, I'll kept it simple like the way I said, but going forward, you will see more and more of complicated things. How the code structure looks like. The code structure is again pretty much simple. We do have a directory which is with the name Kubernetes, and under that Kubernetes, I do have 4 different deployment file, very similar like the way we have in episode 3. So in case if someone did not watch episode 3 or all the previous episodes, I strongly recommend for them to go and watch previous episodes also, so that they give the entire picture of how it looks like. Now under the SRC folder, you see something called app.py. So most of the thing is done by this app.py content only, and in this I do have a function which is with the name resolve incident. What it does, this function will do majority of the work. What it is going to do, it is going to just get all pod information first, and then it will get all the pod log information, and after that it will just get all the events and it will describe the pod. So as you're saying, all the pod related commands, all the kubectl commands is executed at this place only. So it is going to fetch everything, and finally it will pass all these informations to LLM Mistral in our case, so that it gets analyzed further. So this is how it's going to work. So now let's run it first. You see how it looks like, and post that I'll explain you more and more about the entire flow, the entire architecture, and what this code is about. So in order to execute, like the way we saw in our previous sessions also, the command is going to be Python, and under src directory we have a file which is with the name app.py, and we are going to give the name of the app. And for example, the name of the app, we can just take the name of the app from any of the deployments which we are creating, which is present in Kubernetes folder. One of the app name is app, another app name is memory, another app name is DB, and last app name is Crash. So we do have four different app names. We can choose any one out of this. So let's take this one. I'm going to take a app which is with the name, which the deployment has a name as DB, and I'm going to pass it. Let's see what happens. As I pass it, what you see what it is trying to do. Let's scroll up. So the first thing which it did is it has just said, okay, fine, I'm going to build one AI SRE investigation agent. In order to do that, I'm going to use Python, Ollama, Kubernetes has to be there. The pod, which is a part of this specific deployment, is having ID as this. And what all steps it's going to perform? It's going to check pod status, it is going to read logs, it is going to read events, and then it is going to describe pod. So basically it has executed all these four commands, and it has fetched the output. Now you see it is giving me the detail of those commands also. Now as of now these commands are executed and the output of these commands are fetched, but as of now analysis is not done. Now if you scroll down, you will see that it's sending these all information to LLM, all the information which it has fetched now, describe output, log output, all the command which it has executed, information is now getting passed to Mistral. In few minutes, Mistral is now analyzing it. Like the way you can see, this is the step where Mistral analyzes output, all the evidences which is gathered, and is going to pass it. Now how this is happening? Yes, that's right. It's happening because of the content which is present in this app.py file, but this prompt is playing a vital role. I clearly mentioned in the prompt, ask the user to run kubectl command, ask the user to collect more evidence, and suggest checking logs, suggest checking events. All these information you do not ask user to do. I clearly mentioned, because all these informations AI or Mistral as an LLM should take from the command which it's going to execute. So users are not going to execute these commands, and this is where we are saying automation. If I have to execute these commands manually like the way we saw in episode 3, then I don't have 100% automation. But now I'm getting 100% automation because commands are getting executed before, and the output of those commands are getting passed to LLM for analysis. Now what it does, it provides a short summary for the incident. It is going to identify the problem, identify the root cause. As it is able to fetch the evidence, it is going to provide you the detailed output of this also. Now once this comes, post that, you will be able to see everything. So this is how the Python script which is written to fetch this output looks like. Now, the AI becomes SRE, like the way you can understand. Its AI is behaving as SRE. So what it's going to do, it's going to fetch all the details and it is going to provide you the information. So now AI SRE investigation report is getting generated. It took few minutes, and after that it started generating the report. The first thing which it says is the incident summary of the pod, which is recognized by this ID for which we passed, is a part of the deployment whose app is DB. It is present in default namespace. It's giving that information also. And it's saying that the problem is persistent failure to establish a database connection. Now it's fetching the root cause also. It's saying that the root cause appears to be unreachable. Now it's going to fetch all the root causes behind this problem. Now, what the as the logs are put in LLM, LLM, it's again looking the reason or root cause behind similar sort of issues which is fed in the databases, which is fed in the learning model of this specific LLM, and is providing me solution out of it. Now root causes are this. What are the evidences we passed for LLM to analyze? We passed pod status, which is in running, container exited without producing application logs, error, which is database connection refused, warning, everything. All the gist of information, gist of the command output which were executed earlier is now getting passed. And now AI is analyzing. In few minutes, you will see it's going to give you plenty of information which is very much needed for your LLM to analyze it properly. So now this is going to give you a detailed information, everything which you need. So behind the scenes, everything is happening like the way I explained. I explained with a workflow of architecture which we saw earlier. So this is what I wanted to show in this episode. So in next episode, episode 5, I'm going to introduce observability part also. So now, if you are learning Kubernetes, DevOps, SRE, AI Ops, Gen AI, this series is for you. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button in this video, subscribe to this channel in case if you did not do it yet, and let me know in the comments how you're liking these videos. What should our AI SRE agent investigate next? You can just put in this in comment also. Is that Prometheus, Grafana, maybe CPU spikes, memory leaks, some production incidents, whatever it is, you can just put in the comment. Source code is available on GitHub and you will be able to use that. Try to use all the deployment code which I have kept in Kubernetes folder and see how it works for you. So now in our next episode, what we are going to see, I just gave you an idea. Remember one thing, you have to practice things on your own. So try to implement, try to clone these repositories and see how it behaves for you. So now the output will be very much detailed like the way it is there for me. So thank you everyone for watching this video. See you in my episode 5 video.